Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Thursday morning live stream. Let's say hello to the people that are here. Zen, Ginger, Matthew, Curtis, William, Jen, Zinger, the Zen, Ginger, Jen, Zinger. All right. Tech Boy, hello, Matthew. I already said Matthew. Fishroom Fever. Boy, there's a lot of chat before the stream, huh? Maybe I should have read that. Oh well, too late. Scotty, hello. Not Nola Jane, hello, hello, hello. Gary, hello. Fish Tank Barn, hello. Mike, what's going on, Mike? No, probably not have a doctor's appointment and still more work to do. Unfortunately, not done with work till tomorrow, but working from home today. The noon Steenfott stream is hard for me to catch. Yep. But hopefully the Monday night one is alright. I forgot all about one of my favorite bands from Tampa. Any of you Americans heard of White? Which their first album came out the same year as Stairway to Heaven. Did Led Zeppelin steal all their songs too? No talent. Hacks. Anyways, so what's going on today? What are we doing with shipping here? More shipping problems. I wasn't gonna order fish for the rest of the year. Knowing that this is a terrible time to ship fish, right? But then they got the flagtail quarries in, and I knew they were gonna go quick, so I had to scoop them up. I had to make an order. I couldn't resist. I should have resisted, but you know, when you see a fish that you've wanted for a really long time, you guys know how it is. And so what happened is 2 of the bags leaked in the box, and nuked the heat packs, and a lot of fish got a little too cold. Well, a lot too cold and didn't make it, including the quarries that I wanted. So it was a total waste anyways. And it's kind of frustrating, but at the same time, it's not frustrating because at least they're isolated problems. And I know that there's lots of problems, and it seems like there's problems every week. But they're different problems. So I guess when you try to look at like the positives of losing a lot of fish like that, you try to evaluate and look at the positives, and that is one of them. If they were making the same mistakes over and over, or if FedEx was making the same mistakes over and over and over, then that's one thing. But so far, most of these shipments have been something different, which I guess we're just getting it out of the way early, and now come all next year, all the shipments will be good, right? Getting all these problems and issues worked out right away. I got 3 boxes of fish yesterday, and it was only one box. The whole box, it was just completely soaked. And you know, they come with the when you get them from like the suppliers or wholesalers, whatever you want to call them, they come with, like when you get a package from me, they come with the styro liners. When you get them from a wholesale, the whole thing is styrofoam. And so the box had to have been tipped over at one point for all the water to get out. And so it's not like, yeah, they should have packed the fish a little better, but also the box was maybe not handled the best way, because the entire box was just soaked. All the cardboard all the way around was like wet paper towels. What is floating across my face right now? And anyway, so UPS, FedEx actually opened it and put everything in plastic garbage bags. They double bagged it in plastic garbage bags and put it back in the box. So that was nice of them. They drained out all the water. Otherwise, it could have been a lot worse. But that box that happened in was all the catfish. You know, I was excited about my catfish order. Some of the corridors did make it. Some of the Schwartz. Use the power of the Schwartz. The Schwartz eye made it, and the canny eye made it. But everything else didn't make it. A couple of the L52 plecos made it, but they also, some did not make it. But the L52s, yeah, the butterflies, Matthew, they are huge. They are monsters, so that's pretty cool. If they still have them, I'll order them again. And of course, you know, the vendor, whatever, should I call him a wholesaler, a supplier, or a vendor, or just keep changing it all the time? I don't know. But anyways, they already took care of it, and so it's unfortunate, but it happens, and we'll get through it. And it's just a learning experience, I guess, for everyone. But I was talking to my supplier, and they say that they had all kinds of shipping problems, and I knew I shouldn't have shipped or ordered. I knew it, but FedEx generally has been the better of the three as far as packages I receive. So I was pretty confident, and it's overnight shipping, so I guess you win some and you lose some. But I got a lot of longfin green dragons, which are super awesome. I don't know if you guys have seen the green dragon bristlenose plecos, but I got a lot of those. They're small, which is nice because they're going to be easier to ship. I'm going to keep some for myself because they're really nice. They are from Greg Sage from Select Aquatics. They are his line. And so they're going to look absolutely amazing. I put them in a tank with that was just full of algae. I got home. I picked them up and I got home around 9 o'clock at night. I put them in a tank that was covered with algae. And by next morning, the tank was just crystal clear. Well, the tank, not the water. You can't put that many plecos in a tank and expect the water to be crystal clear. But the tank, there was no more algae. So super rad fish. I'm really excited to have them. I got white worm culture, vinegar eel culture, and I'm thinking about selling live foods on my website if I can figure out a way to do it easily and obviously profitable. But the vinegar eels are so easy to keep. They're like the easiest culture ever. So it can't be that tough. I just gotta find a good way to ship them. I could just seal them in poly bags, not that big a deal. White worms would be cool. I could do micro worms. So I'm toying around, and this is stuff I'm going to be figuring out over the next couple of weeks while I'm not shipping, is trying to figure out live foods. And would they even be popular? I mean, vinegar eels, they're super easy, but how many people are actually breeding like German blue rams or rainbow fish and would actually buy them from my website? That's the thing I got to figure out. Candy linking my website and to become a member link. That reminds me, we passed the big 5-0 again. You guys know I've been struggling at 50. I hit 50 and then we lose a couple. And I get 50 and then we lose a couple. Last time I checked, we got 2 new members, and so we were above 50. I'm going to check again right now. Let's see. Hopefully. Okay. It's loading. Again. Yeah. Oh. I hit 51 3 days ago, and now I'm at 49. We lost 2 more. But welcome Glass City and King and Queen Cichlids are the 2 new members. So welcome aboard. And we'll hit 50 again. Maybe I should smile more. Yeah. I don't think that matters. I think I really just need to create more content. That's the thing. Alright, so now that I've been ignoring chat, let me get caught up on chat real quick. What did I miss? Nothing. I lost 80% of my fish when I was doing a water change. That's rough. That's really rough. Bob, come March, April, everything will be okay. Oh yeah, I'm not worried about it. At least they rebagged it after forklift soccer. No, that was UPS and they did not. Hey Bob, I have you on the big screen today. That sounds absolutely horrifying. What else do we got? Everyone's saying hello. Needs coffee. Who, me? I've never drank coffee a day in my life. I don't know if you're talking about me. Susan for SLC Aquatics says she's wrapping my Christmas present. That is amazing. I can't wait to get it, Susan. Obviously, I'm kidding. She is wrapping presents. So it will be January when you ship again. We'll see what the weather's like. Gary, I'm not sure. I haven't set a date yet. Um, and honestly, like I've been having way more success with priority shipping in cold weather than I am with overnight shipping with UPS. So I might just kick UPS to the curb and stick with priority even in the cold weather. It's absolutely dumbfounding to me that having so many problems with cold packages with UPS overnight. Um, and then, like, priority, I had a. What? I did ship out some corridors on Monday, USPS priority, from someone that had bought them before I took it off my website, like a week and a half ago or something like that. It took 4 days to get there with USPS priority, and I just got an email this morning. Let me see, because the package arrived today. I just want to let you know the corridors all arrived warm and healthy. So they can go 4 days through the post office and have no issues with the heat packs or anything. But for some reason, an overnight shipment with UPS, the heat packs fail and it's nothing but problems. So I don't know. I don't know. And I didn't ship out anything this week in breather bags either, because breather bags are doing absolutely terrible in the cold weather. So I used all poly bags. So all orders were packed identical. And I don't know what it is with UPS. UPS sucks. Their seasonal helpers in my neighborhood can care less. Ringing my bell at 11:40. Why are they even delivering packages at 11:40? That's the crazy thing. I can't believe that. So I did send a package of fish to Matthew that arrived destroyed by UPS. And I was following the tracking, Matt, and it said attempted delivery at 11 something at night. I'm like, that's BS. There's no way they're delivering packages at almost midnight. But you're telling me that they do? That's crazy. Recently moved to Port Angeles. That's a nice place. Unfortunately, my LFS is terrible. I've never ordered fish online, but when I do, I'm going to order from you. Well, if you're ever in the area, I do offer local pickup as well. So if you don't want to do shipping, a few people have taken advantage of the local pickup, and I wonder if I screwed that up somehow, if it's still an option. Should probably look at that. I deleted a lot of shipping, or suspended, I should say. Maybe I did that too. My fish did great, even though they hung out outside at 28-degree weather. Yeah, so I sent Chris, bought a bunch of guppies and endlers, or all endlers. I don't even know. It was so much random stuff, I feel. But yeah, they delivered them, left them outside, and they survived. And that was UPS, or USPS, so. They can't go home until the truck is empty. That sounds like a terrible job. No, they didn't that day and never have, but yesterday my bell rang at 11:40 p.m., which is absurd. That's crazy. I would not want my package delivered at midnight, because chances are it's going to get stolen off the porch anyways. Jay's Crazy Obsession says, Bob, on the 55-inch, ugh. That's way too large, man. I'm going to have to, I'm going to do this just for you people that are on big screen TVs. There. That's what you get. My mom complained. Nice. Maybe it was just some people, you see those videos on YouTube of people that like ring the bell and then run away. Lucky says, I received my clown killies last week and everyone is doing great, even though they were shipped all the way to Delaware. You did an awesome packing job. I will definitely order from you again. Thank you, Lucky13. I appreciate it. It's always good to hear. I really like when people email me that packages showed up, or, come into the live stream and tell me that packages did okay. Granted, I'm almost equally as happy to not hear anything, because then I just, if you don't hear anything, then obviously it must have gone well. But, yeah. I'll put myself back. That looks so awesome. Thanks, Bob. You're on my 75-inch every Monday night. Ugh, I'd much rather take the day off work and pick them up from the post office and have them be on a cold truck all day and get them at 8 p.m. If it was only that easy. Yeah, I don't know. I need to well, I don't know. Like, is one really better than the other? Like, if I switch to FedEx, is that really going to be better? I don't know. Tampa Tom, what's up, buddy? Shh, Tampa Tom is at work. You were never here, my friend. Um, can you just have them shipped to your work? I know I've been shipping to a lot of people's work lately, which is interesting. I'm not gonna lie, I've had expensive stuff shipped to my work. So, man, what else was I gonna talk about today? I'm convinced FedEx is legit. Um, I will say, like, all my reptiles come FedEx overnight, and there's never any issues. But that's a completely different scenario. I mean, you're not talking about water, so there's no. It'd be really hard to screw that up. You'd have to like do physical damage. Do that again and talk in a really high voice, please. That's all right. FedEx sucks. It's like they don't own a map of the USA. Yeah, again, I don't know that one is better than the other. I've just had a lot better luck with USPS priority than UPS overnight. But what else did I get? I don't know. Oh, the Kamaka rainbows. I got Kamaka rainbows. I haven't checked in on them yet today. I honestly uh, I walked into my old fish room today. This is kind of a funny story. Um, so okay, I'll stick to the Kamakas and then I'll tell you this story. So Matt, the Kamakas arrived okay, but they always arrive okay and then slowly die off over a week. So we'll have to see how they go. Matthew's been wanting the Kamakas for a while, and I keep ordering them, and they just don't do well. So we'll see. Hopefully they do well this time. I've seen them throw boxes. Yeah, you can see all those videos online too, like the UPS and the FedEx guys that like throw the TVs like over fences and stuff. Absolutely ridiculous. So, anyways, I walked in to my old fish room where it's still a fish room. There's still like 10 tanks in there, and then all my reptiles are still in there. So it's still a fish room, but my original fish room. And as soon as I like walked in there, you could just smell. It just smelled like death, and I'm like, now what? What has died? And this is like the smell of not fish. Like it's not like a neon tetra died. This is something like a large animal died. I'm talking like maybe my snake, maybe one of my geckos. And I'm looking around, and the first thing I check on all my reptiles, and they're all great. And then, like I'm putting screwing around with my tegu. I started changing the water, and then I like look over to the left, and there it is. You found your frogs? No, that would be funny. I'm interested to see if I'll find them. But I was feeding my tegu some ground turkey, and like always, I forgot to put the turkey away, and it was very ripe. So I had ground turkey. I get distracted, especially with the tegu, because the tegu's pretty awesome and she's fun to play with. So I get distracted, and then the dogs get involved, and there's always so much going on that just like the clams that I left in my Jeep, I left the turkey out, the ground turkey. Ugh. But it's way better than like pulling out a dead animal. So, I mean, I guess technically it's a dead animal, but it was. It's like as soon as I opened the door, it was like woof, and I was like, oh, it was almost as bad as walking into that dog poop on Monday. I swear. Ginger Grave says USPS is better in my area than UPS. Yeah, yep. Would love to have a tegu someday. Tegus are so awesome. Like they're just so chill, so relaxed. They look amazing. They have great personalities. Yeah, at least it was dead when it entered the fish room. So I ordered 2 cases of clams on a half shell. Hikari clams on the half shell. I have 2 cases coming in for little Steen. And hopefully I remember to put those in the freezer. Could you imagine? Oh, man. In your opinion, does Seachem Prime break down Easy Green, or should I wait 48 hours to dose Easy Green after dosing time? Seachem Prime should have really no effect on Easy Green at all. At all. I have always dosed Seachem Safe and Easy Green at the same time when I do water changes. You would need something like carbon or something like that to affect your fertilizers. I can't imagine Seachem having any problems at all. Those things stink. If I had $1 for every time I heard Corey say clams on a half shell, this is the first time I've bought the clams on a half shell in a very, very long time. Actually, since my LFS closed down, because I used to get them there all the time with my guppies. Like I go trade in guppies, and then I use my credit to buy clams on a half shell. And when they shut down, I started looking at other places, and I've been buying Manila clams. I call them Milli Vanilli clams. I don't know why, but I do. And so you can get those for like, I think here they're about $8 a pound for Manila clams. The only downfall is that they're really, really tough. So the shell is way thicker than the clams that I normally feed. So sometimes she does have a hard time getting to them, and so I just like pop them open a little bit, and eventually she can get to them. But she much prefers the clams on a half shell from Hikari. Science Scale says, I always forget to put frozen food back in the freezer. You're not alone. Bloodworms, brine shrimp, I've left them all out. It's worse when you buy the flats, like the big 16-ounce flats, not the cubes, but you can get like the big, large flats of bloodworms and leave those out. It's just like, I've done that so many times, and you can't refreeze it. It's just, they're just trash. They're just trash. Is it cheaper to buy bulk clams from other sources, like a seafood market or something? Yes, it would be. However, like I said, the Manila clams are the only clams that I can get around here. I've been everywhere, and they're really, really tough, thick shell. So like a smaller Mabu puffer, I don't think would be able to handle it. You could bust open the shells and make them, the same thing as like the Hikari half shell. But then they're not going to be able to like break the shell and like grind down their teeth. They'll just suck the meat right out of the shell and not grind their teeth down. So while it is cheaper to buy them in bulk, I think it would depend on the specific clam. I know you haven't done saltwater much, but what would you say I should use for substrate in Pseudomagil brackish tank? I honestly would get some of the Bracken Petco. I haven't checked the last couple days, but all the saltwater substrate is for sale really cheap at Petco right now. And I bought a ton of aragonite, and they have like the live sand. That's what I would use. I would go get some of the live sand, especially if it's still on sale. Absolutely. I can't count how many times I've left fish food down and turned it into a dog treat. I've lost an entire can of Sarah Flake to my dog. Yep. Multiple cans of Tetragranules. So that's why I keep the door closed, because one, I'm trying to keep the room warm, and two, so my dogs can't get in there and eat all the food I leave out. Matthew Vargas says, so I thought my debit card was linked to YouTube for Super Chats, but apparently I linked a paid off credit card. Just saw the bill the other day from Super Chats, and whoa. Yep. That's why mine is linked to my debit card. No credit. Credit is bad. My spotted puffer is lazy. He doesn't like eating his snails. I have to crush them. We'll see. Hopefully, don't get into a situation where you're having to trim the teeth. I don't know enough about that puffer to know if they're one of the puffers that you would have to trim the teeth. I lost a bag of expensive dried blackworm cubes to my dog. The worst thing about dogs, at least my dogs, when they get into the fish food, and only my new dog does. You know, my shepherd is smart enough to know better. Is the dog farts that come after, like fish food. Dog farts are terrible. And granted, it's a pit bull mix that's always that they always have bad smelling farts regardless. Like my shepherd farts and it's like no big deal. It's so funny because she'll fart and she'll be like she'll just look around like, did anybody hear that? What just happened? What was that? What just came out of my butt? I don't know. And she's like always so shocked, but they never really stink. But the pit, it doesn't matter. It's just bad. But when he gets into fish food, it's like extra bad. And why we're talking about dog farts right now, I have no idea. So last night I found one of my baggies of algae wafers ripped apart. My poodle somehow got it. It's completely gone. I actually, what was it, last Monday when I was saying had like Hikari algae wafers? I had no luck. Like nothing in my fish room would eat Hikari algae wafers. I got these algae wafers on Amazon. It's like some random no-name brand. And my fish absolutely love them. Like the Hikari algae wafers, the mystery snails don't touch them. Pond snails don't even touch them. None of the fish even none of the fish even graze on them. It's ridiculous. Ottos, bristlenose plecos, shrimp. Absolutely nothing eats these Hikari algae wafers except for my turtle. And I got these like no-name brand on Amazon, like a big bag of them too, for pretty cheap, and everything goes after those: the snails, shrimp, Ottos. So I'm really I'm glad I found them. What is YouTube and all? Oh, what is up, YouTube and all my fish keeping friends? What's up, JH Aquatics? Hey, from South Africa, my first live chat. Any tricks, tips? I guess the same thing for breeding Pseudomagil Gutrude. I would say, coming from someone who has never done it, I would say higher protein foods with higher protein content, and water changes will usually trigger most rainbow fish to spawn. Ginger Gray says, waiting on my nephew. Merry Christmas, fish fam. Merry Christmas to you too, Ginger. What are you doing? South Africa. I would love to go there. Hopefully I'll make it there someday. Hopefully I'll make it everywhere someday. We'll see. Do the no-name brands sink? Virus Hunt? Yes. And the thing is like, there's obviously a brand name associated with it, but I bought them probably like 6 months ago and then forgot about them, and I just found them. And I was like, I'll try them. And so far, the key thing is that the bristlenose. Now that I got like 30 some bristlenose, green dragon, longfin green dragon, bristlenose plecos from Select Aquatics, Greg Sage. Gotta say that every time. And they eat them, so it's nice. They're gonna bulk up really fast, and should be pretty sweet. Can't wait to get those guys on the website. Probably not till after the first of the year. I'll slowly be adding stuff to the website, but again, nothing will be for sale. Are you talking about those aquatic foods bulk packs? I couldn't get any of my fish to touch those. You know, I could probably look it up right now. Let me just head on over to Amazon. Oh, you know what? I haven't checked for... I'll check that after the stream. I gotta go to orders. Search my orders. Algae wafers. That's not how you spell it, dummy. No search results. Oh, it's only searching the last 6 months. I told you I bought these 6 months ago. Come on. Or more than 6 months ago. All right. Hikari tropical sinking wafers. That's not the ones. Dang, did I buy it over a year ago? Oh no, I ordered these on September 3rd. On September 3rd, 2014, I bought Hikari Tropical Sinking Wafers for catfish, loaches, and bottom feeders. Huh. Maybe I bought them on eBay. Well, now I can't look it up. I must have bought them on eBay. I have some iron and I'm wanting to know when I need to use it. Okay. So when I dose iron, I only do it. I only dose iron at night when the lights are off. So that's just me. A lot of people just put in iron whenever they dose their fertilizers, but iron gets absorbed or eaten or whatever you want to call it by plants very, very quickly, especially if the lights are on. So I do it at night. I only do iron at night, and it seems to do a better job. I've had better luck doing it at night with the lights off. Cody says, please hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. Did we break 100 people today? Hey, all right. Oh, shoot. I've missed some super chats. Sorry, fellas. Joel JZ with $2 right now. Joel JZ, a.k.a. Joel G from New Zealand, is asleep. Oh, that was at 12:30 a.m. So you can't blame me for missing that one. You're gonna actually, for once, I scheduled this stream out in advance, and so someone got off a super chat. 400 pennies from Matthew Vargas. 399 pennies. Jen Zinger has now become a member for magical number 50. We have hit 50 again. Oh, man. Can I scroll all the way to the top? There was some conversation going before the live stream, and now I can't scroll all the way to the top. Oh, well. I missed it. Congrats on 50. Yeah. Oh, man. I think that's like the 7th time now I've hit 50, which is pretty awesome. People come and people go, but we always leave the lights on and hope that they come back. Zen, yeah. We now have Zen Ginger and oh my god, this is gonna totally screw me up. Jen Zinger and Zen Ginger. Like, I already had so many problems with your name already, Zen Ginger, and now you come out with Jen Zinger. That's not gonna go well for me. I could tell you, I'm gonna screw up your guys' names so often. But thank you, I really appreciate it. It's like you do get extra like perks as a creator. You get extra perks at 50. So then the problem is I haven't been able to stay them. So it's like I get these extra perks for like a day and then they go away, and then I get them for like a day and then they go away. So it's all right though. Thank you, I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Kaler's Aquatics, what's up, Bob? I will stay quiet for the most part. Now you need the Ginger Zen. Maybe that's something they'll work on. Oh, man. All right, so what else did I get new? What else? So let me I'm gonna actually show you guys this here. I got these guppies. They're pretty dang awesome, and I've shown these before. The problem was I only got all females. Well, now let me pull it up here. I got some more, and hopefully I'll have some males. Here we go. The Taiwan double orange. Wait. Taiwanese green-orange swordtail guppies. I'm going to have to pull this up on Firefox here. There we go. Because these guys are amazing, and I'm really looking forward to them growing out. Let's go here. I somehow muted my mic. Anyways, so these are them. Yeah, there's no echo. Thank you. No echo. So here we go. 3 fry included, or is it just 3 fry? I don't know. See, that's not very clear to me. It can't be 3 fry for $65, can it? Surely not. But I feel like maybe it's a pair and they're including 3 fry. I don't know. That seems pretty expensive. But yeah. Anyways, so these super awesome guppies I got. How do you still have no sound? There's still sound. I see sound. Yes, I see sound, people, and all you guys do too. That's how your eyeballs work. You're looking at frequencies. So, you know, you can make fun of me all you want. And don't call me Shirley. Barbara Jackson, good morning. Sorry I'm late. Bob Kaler says, yes, it's a pair and 3 fries. Do you want fries with that? Ooh, I should make that an option. Like, what if you're buying like a trio of Endlers and there's like I can make a pop-up when you're checking out. Would you like fries with that? I might be onto something there. Do you hear numbers? No, I see numbers. I hear colors. I do hear colors. I do hear color though. And you know, I do have a couple superpowers. One of them being that I can hear in the dark, so that's pretty cool. Dogs understand where I point, so you know, watch out, ladies. I want fries French. My fries French. Can you keep rope fish with smaller fish? Anything that can fit in the mouth of a rope fish is gonna turn into food, especially at night when when like your neon tetras or your ember tetras or your rasboras are sleeping. Your little rope fish is gonna come in and scoop them up because they like to hunt at night. Super Steen. Yep. Oh, I haven't used that in a long time. I actually have that Superman intro somewhere. Have you considered going to Charles Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters? Well, that's where I got these powers, so. Man. What else? What else? I keep getting sidetracked. So I got those guppies. I got more of the rainbow tiger endlers. So I'm not sure if those are showing in stock or not, but they will be back in stock, which are, I feel like, the best value. I mean, I don't see anyone selling them for cheaper, so they're pretty good value. Bob, Stranger Things intro, bring it back. The problem, Matthew, if you're talking about the live stream Stranger Things intro, is I made that intro when I had like 18 members. Now that there's like 50 members, that intro would be like 5 minutes long. And the other problem is I didn't save the file when I was making it. So it's not like I could just go in there and edit it real quickly because some of those people are not members anymore. I have to remake the whole thing from scratch. So that's really the big thing. Yeah, it could be a 5 minute intro, and I'm okay with a 5 minute intro, honestly. A lot of people hate having intros on a live stream, and I don't know why. It makes sense, but and I'm not gonna say a lot, but a lot more. And we're back. But the point of the intro, especially on a live stream, is to wait for people to get notified and come in and hang out and chat. And it gives a couple minutes for people to come in. And that's I do like the intros for the live streams. And I was working on another one, which is going to be I should be back now. I'm working on another intro, but it might take a while. So. That's why. Also, the program I was using to live stream made some updates, and it's now trash. It's a terrible program. So I switched programs, and so it's not as easy to do all the transitions and things like that as it used to be. So there's a couple things going on, but all stuff I'm working on. And there will be an intro to the live streams again, but it's going to be a while. It makes it feel more of a Monday live stream. Just take the members out. The new intro, it won't have like a members thing in it. But a lot of members actually really like that. So it would be nice to incorporate them somehow into the live streams. But we'll figure it out. I'll figure out something. What's a good guppy eater? I have a open 29 gallon and a guppy population problem. Dwarf cichlids, rams, apistos, Bolivian rams would be a really good one. I love Bolivian rams. Bob says Candy worked things out for 2 separate mailings of pics. I'll pull the trigger on PayPal Monday. Wait, what's PayPal Monday? Is that like a day? So we should see them in a week. Do you have white clouds? I have, actually. I had gold white clouds, but I might be sold out. I'm looking at trying to get long fin white clouds. It might be a while though. Darren says, should I let my pleco eat a dead guppy? I would remove any dead fish, whether other fish are eating it or not. It's going to cause ammonia spikes. A decaying fish is not good for an enclosed ecosystem like a fish tank. So I would pull it out. Make your pleco eat whatever it is you normally feed them, but not dead fish. It'll do more harm than good. There's some sort of target that you're pointing at, Barbara? Monday is when I have a big paycheck coming to the bank, Bob. Oh, all right. I'm like, PayPal Monday. Like, we already have Cyber Monday. We already have... I didn't know if there was like some PayPal Monday movement. Oh, jeez. Kevin, what's going on, buddy? And okay. What else did I get? That came in really good? I got more chocolate shrimp, which are they're easily my favorite shrimp now. More orange shrimp. What else did I get? I got the rummy nose rasboras. Rummy nose rasboras. Not rummy nose tetras, but rummy nose rasboras. And like I thought, I got mainly females. So I don't know what I'm going to do with those guys. It's going to be hard. It's hard to sell female rummy nose rasboras. So we'll see. Merry Thursday. 54 Punchy says, I eat dead fish all the time. That's true. I have eaten a dead fish or two in my time. So are the sales on the site disabled, or do they just not ship until you start shipping again? Sales are not disabled, Curtis. I think the only options for checkout are overnight and local pickup right now. How many plecos do I have right now? Probably like 500 ish, if I had to guess. Maybe not that much. Maybe like 300, 350, around there. I love Rummy Nose Rasboras. So do I, Alex. But the problem is that when you buy them, and I don't know if you guys have this problem, but when I get them, they're like all female. And I know when I was down there, this is probably like 2 years ago. He said the same thing, like, because he had Rummy Nose Rasboras down there, and they were like all females, and there was like two males, and he was like, "Yep, this is the problem." And I've ordered them 3 times now. The prior 2 times were for me personally, and they were like all females. It's so frustrating. Not going to answer that, Barbara. They're kind of fragile, also. Yeah, yep. We'll see how well they do. They're a pretty decent size, though. At least they came in bigger than I thought, but we'll see how they do. I don't know. I have a feeling it's probably not something that's going to make the website. They'll probably just go on one of my random tanks. I got to move a lot of fish around the next couple days. I'm keeping, so like my Melanotania Bowmani. I have some of those that are for sale right now, but I'm going to keep them for myself because I need to grow them out so I can get some good pictures. So, yes, I'm keeping them because they're rainbow fish and I love rainbow fish. I actually need to grow them out because I need to get some good high quality pictures of them for the website. So we'll grow those out and we can see what the adults look like. Interesting, because years ago I would ask for them, but most sellers would only sell males because they're more colorful. Well, maybe that's what happened. Maybe a couple years ago they oversold all the males and there's no males left, and that's why we get all females. The red-nosed Rummy Nose are the prettiest. I almost ordered wild Rummy Nose Tetras from Project Pieba, but I did not. Almost so. When you shut down your fish room, call me. I don't know that that's going to happen anytime soon. But who knows? No one knows what the future holds, right? Man. Honestly, I don't even know how many species of plecos I have. I mean, I got tanks that have I got multiple tanks with 5 or 6 different species of plecos. Man, I wouldn't even know. Bob, Rummy Nose Tetras. I had to go an hour away. Never any locally to find. Way overpriced. Paid $4.50 a tetra. At 25 tetra is a lot of money. Fish common to you are not so common in New York City. Do you ever go to Chinatown and look at all the illegal fish down there? You could have saved a tree. So yeah, the Rummy Nose Tetras. I don't know. I'm very hesitant about bringing those in because, like the Rasboras, I find them to be pretty fragile as well. So we'll see. Maybe next time. I have to order 100 of them, and that's the problem. I have to order a ton of them, and it would suck to order 100 of them and then sell a dozen to someone and then sit on 80 of them for 6 months. That's why I'm really hesitant about bringing in large quantities of stuff. For the people that watch my unboxing videos, I bring in 12 of these or 25 of those, just because I'm really hesitant about sitting on fish for a very long time, because it eats up the profit. That's just the nature of the business, right? The more I got to spend on water changes and food and things like that, the longer I keep the fish, the more expensive it becomes to me. I'm telling you, Rummy Nose, Super Red Bristle Nose, none here in our city. I am going to be getting some super red bristlenose after the first of the year. Hopefully a ton of them, which would be cool. What would you suggest for a cool water centerpiece fish? Cool water. Well, I don't know if you're looking for one, like just one. A lot of people say centerpiece fish, and they just want like one. But I think 200 cories. Well, I knew the 200 cories weren't going to last long. So just that one, I mean, let's be honest. 200 corridors is a pretty good time. I mean, just dropping in 200 of them in that tank was pretty awesome. But those sold pretty quickly. So that I knew they would sell quickly. But anyways, for a centerpiece cold water tank, I would not do one fish. I would do like a group of rainbow darters. I think like a group of rainbow darters or green darters. Any group of darters, I think, would be way cooler than like one fish. That's just my opinion, though. Just my opinion. Danikin says, I just had a brood of super reds. Yep. Super reds are pretty awesome. I'd also like to get the calico. They're not very popular, but I actually really like the calico. The calico bushy nose pleco. I really like that one. Center piece fish. Anyways, my school of rummy nose tetras swim with a school of cardinal tetras. There's a video on YouTube that I came across probably 5 or 6 years ago, and I haven't found it in a while. To be fair, I haven't really looked that hard. But somewhere on YouTube, there is a video of someone dropping like 1,000, I want to say it's 1,000 rummy nose tetras into like a massive, gigantic fish tank. And it was really cool. It was a really cool video just to watch them all drop in and then school around. It's probably not 1,000. I mean, this is like 6 years ago, so it's probably like 10. And it's probably like a 20-gallon aquarium. But I feel like it was like 1,000 rummy nose tetras. Of course, this is how I remember it. It was like 1,000 rummy nose tetras in like a 180-gallon tank. It was really, really cool. It was planted. But yeah, anyways. How are the new plecos doing, Bob? I'm sure I missed the update. So the green dragon bushy nose plecos are doing amazing. The L52s, they're struggling. They're still alive though. They made it through the night. I lost one in shipping in that disaster. But the other ones, hopefully they can recover, but they don't look good. Zen Ginger says, I want to take all Pandagara and reticulated Hillstream loaches. Oh, I got more Hillstream loaches and more Pandagara yesterday. Pandagaras are so awesome. They're so cool to watch swimming around. I'm gonna have to order more if you ever buy any more Hillstreams. I got more in yesterday, Zen Ginger, and they came in really big. Well, for a Hillstream loach, they came in big. So they should be hopefully a little easier to catch. Although I'm stupid and I put them in a 40-gallon tank, which if I was smart, I would have put them in like a 10-gallon or a 20, so they would have been easier to catch. But nope. Put them in a 40-gallon tank because all my 40 gallons are on the floor and it's colder down there and they like colder water. But yes, I think when I make like my first $1 billion selling fish, I'm gonna get a massive tank with like 1,000 Pandagaras, and I'm gonna make it like all algae except for like the front pane of this 1,000-gallon aquarium with 10,000 Pandagaras. It's gonna be all algae on the rocks, algae on the wood, algae everywhere except for the front pane, and it's gonna be awesome. Do you like longfin, green dragon, and citrus? Yes, absolutely I do. Do I like short fin, green dragon, and citrus? Yes, but I don't think it's fair to call them green dragons. So this Like when I'm looking and I see like short fin green dragons, and I'm like, the long fins is what makes them dragons, not the short fins. So that's my beef with short fin green dragons. They should just be green bristlenose plecos, not green dragon. They don't have the long fin. Lucky13 says, Panagaras are my next purchase from you. The nice thing about Panagaras is they are excellent shippers because they do well in lower temperatures. Same with like the clown killies are really good shippers. Guppies, endlers, things like that. If someone had messaged me, because I'll still do priority shipping. I did it for some members last weekend. So if people message me, I'll still do it, but it has to be like appropriate for the fish. So like I shipped out a bunch of endlers across country to Chris. Priority, not a problem. They can go colder weather. So yeah, I do make exceptions, especially for members, but in general, as long as it's okay for the fish, like I'm not gonna. What wouldn't I send? Like I wouldn't send a blue ram priority across country when it's 8 degrees outside. Can you keep clown loaches at 75 degrees? I would not. I wouldn't keep clown loaches below 80 personally. I have so many of the green short and long fins from Jay. He left me a couple that just puke babies monthly. Yeah, he had some really nice ones. I wish Jay was still here, man. Jay and Carol, they were Greater Seattle Aquarium Society members that moved to, they moved out of state. And they had like just the most pristine breeding facility ever, and they were pumping out epistogrammas left and right, and now I really 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 want epistos and I can't get them anywhere, and it's so frustrating. But yeah, I wish they were still here because they bred a lot of really cool fish, like super high quality fish. Any plans on selling higher end goldfish? It's not something I wouldn't do. Would I call them high end? I feel like the thing about goldfish is like I could go and spend like 5 cents at a goldfish from a wholesaler, make up some ridiculous name for it, say it's super rare, and sell it for like $200, and someone would buy it. I honestly feel like you could totally do that, and I bet you could. Like, if someone disagrees with me, I bet I could do it. I bet I could go spend like buy 10-cent goldfish from the wholesaler, and give it some ridiculous name, and yeah, be like, oh, look at this little black spot right here. That's super rare, $200. I don't know. I feel that way. I'm not trying to like, diss on goldfish people, but I don't know that I would do like high-end goldfish, but there are some goldfish that I do like, and maybe someday I'll bring in goldfish, but nothing like the high-end super expensive stuff. Bob, I'm gonna send you a new postcard for your Christmas card. Good, I need a new one. Yours is lost in a mound of paperwork here. Usually I have it like right here. I'm surprised I don't see it. There's so much paperwork. I only check my mail like once a month, and I happened to check it yesterday, so now I got like mail all over my desk. Take the dubias, best feeders you can get. What do you mean? I have dubias. I have a giant colony of dubias. Oh, right above. That's what you mean. Bob, someone has offered me a starter colony of dubia roaches for my blue-tongued skink. Any thoughts on accepting them like that? Other parasites, he's been super helpful with info too. I will say that dubia roaches are the best for reptiles. As far as just they're super easy to breed. They're super easy to care for. They don't stink. They don't climb, so you can put them in plastic tubs. They won't get out. They're not noisy like crickets. They're way better nutritionally than crickets and a lot of other foods that you could be feeding. I will tell you that blue tongue skinks are not really my specialty. I've never really been into blue tongue skinks. I'm trying to just go off like memory. I thought they were more like herbivore, omnivore than carnivore. I could be wrong. Again, that's one of my less lesser areas. But I feel like your dubias are going to outproduce. This is the only problem you're going to come across. The dubias are going to outproduce as many as your blue tongue could eat easily. So you might get overrun with them. He doesn't eat worms, so I wouldn't. So I wondered if you would even notice them. Well, so worms are a completely different beast. Like my tegu won't touch any type of worm except for hornworms. Um, I'm curious if you've tried hornworms because any other worm my tegu won't touch at all, and I feel like they have pretty similar care requirements as far as food, like both omnivore. But yeah, I would highly recommend dubia roaches over crickets. Dubias for crested as well. Over crickets, absolutely, but I would not. That's like I would only feed like crickets and dubias to crested while they're growing. As adults, I would definitely just do like rapashi or something like that. They're definitely more herbivore as they get older, but it's all right when they're growing. You know, they need protein, whatever. I when I was breeding crested geckos, I did a lot of live foods, and like the thing about crested geckos is there's really those elitists that will yell at you for feeding uh, crickets to crested geckos, but it's ridiculous. Probably because a hornworm is a caterpillar, not a real worm. No, it's not. It wouldn't be called a horn worm if it wasn't a worm. It's not called a horn caterpillar, Barbara. Jeez. I used to keep tarantulas and had a colony of dubias. That would be an excellent reason to have dubias. Tarantulas love them. He's growing and only likes to eat bugs. He doesn't eat the prepared foods. I don't know. I think you're just doing something wrong. I've never had a crested gecko not eat rapashi. uh, I don't know, man. I don't know. Something's fishy's going on there. You're not mixing the water right. It's pretty hard to screw up rapashi. Oh, just kidding. What kind of snails? What kind of snails for what? What do you mean? What do you mean? Candy, put the food closer to the spot he hides. Well, suction cup on the glass. Yeah, they do that. They do that. She does. Well, I don't know if they do that. I would assume because we got him the glass suction cup thingy, mabob, whatever it is. Too many roach owners in here. Dubia roaches are just awesome. It's so fun to like just stick your hand into them and pick up like just have giant dubia roaches crawling all over your hand and then showing that to someone and they freak out. Like I don't know what the deal is. The nice thing for me though, like even if the dubia roaches get out, they won't survive in Washington State, so it doesn't really matter. It would be great if you keep blue-tongued skink at Vietnam because I found lots of hornworms when I still lived in Vietnam. That would be cool. Because I don't know about you guys, and a lot of people probably have no idea what we're talking about, all the non-reptile people, but hornworms, they're really expensive around here. And it's like $20 for like 15 of them. It's ridiculous. Snails. Oh, snails for blue-tongued skinks. I want a caiman lizard. Someday I will have a gigantic vivarium, paludarium, and caiman lizards. Anyways, guys, that's it. I got lots of water changes to do today. I got lots of fish to rehabilitate, hopefully. So, gonna call it quits. Thanks for the super chats, the thumbs up, the thumbs down, the chats, the lurkers. Thank you all. I appreciate you all. Thank you to all the mods who are linking and helping keep chat civil. I appreciate it. We will be here again Wednesday night, 5 p.m. Pacific. I'm going to go eat breakfast and then go do a ton of water changes. And I hope you all have an excellent, not a excellent, an excellent weekend. And I'll see you guys on